everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Phyllis, and here on my channel I share DIYs, home decor, Goodwill, thrift hauls, and more. And if this is your first time stopping by, thank you, and please consider subscribing. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, and I would love to read your comments. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of the basement apartment makeover that I am doing here in Baltimore, Maryland for my sister, Glenda. And in this video, I will be sharing with you all how I will be creating some accent walls using contact paper, washi tape, and paint, and a faux panel wall using cardboard strips that I created from old boxes. This is what you'll call the dining area. The black is wallpaper, and we ran out of the contact wallpaper, and instead of ordering more, she thought to have me create a wall out of washi tape. Now, I was very hesitant to do that because I just didn't think it would look right. Now, this is not everybody's style, but when I got done, I actually found some pictures close to this on Pinterest. The only difference is the entire wall would be a solid color, and then the washi tape would be another color. But when I got through with it, I really liked how it turned out. I completed it with all black, and she loved it. When she saw it, she said, "Sissy, would you just add a few strips?" She actually said just one strip of red. And I did it with the one strip, and it didn't look complete, so I just added 3 strips of red, and you'll see that coming right up. And again, I really like the way it turned out. It's very unique and different, an abstract wall. So just a third of the wall is black wallpaper that she ordered from Amazon, and because we ran out, instead of ordering it, she just wanted it to stay like that, and for me just to create the washi tape on the other side. Now, this is the living room area, and what I did, I taped the contact paper all the way across, and here I am just removing the backing a little bit at a time and laying down the wallpaper. What you saw me throw down was the back, so I'll pull it back so far, and then I'll tear it when too much of it gets in my way. And I'm using a table here because I didn't have a ladder at the time. We later on got a ladder from my dad, but this took me maybe about an hour, the getting up and down and the taping of the paper to hold up so that I can lay it up against the wall using my credit card. But it turned out really, really nice. And when I get done with this, I painted the bottom white. The same paint that I used for the kitchen cabinet, which was just regular white interior paint. This is what I'm using for the bottom. And then at the last minute, I thought of just taking a cardboard box that she had that a fireplace came in. I used the strip that closed the box, which is the perfect width. I used that to cut more strips, and I just created a faux panel wall. And here I'm just showing where I'm cutting the little bit off so it can be even with the rest of the boards going across. And then I covered it with contact paper, and the contact paper that I used was contact paper ordered that was supposed to go on her buffet that'll be in the dining area, and it was the wrong color, and I didn't feel like sending it back because I was really getting down to the wire. So I just used it on this. My initial thought was to cover this with white contact paper, but I didn't have enough of that, and I ended up using it on the buffet door. So it all worked out. So I used gray contact paper to cover this faux panel wall, which is again cardboard, and it's from a box that her fireplace came in. Now, here are some thrift store DIYs. Went to the thrift store not looking for anything to decorate, but I saw this lamp and it reminded me of a restoration hardware base. I saw it and gave her my vision and she liked it. She says it looks like a vase that the women back in the Bible days would carry on their shoulder. I brought it back to her place. I disassembled it, and then I just gave it a gray white wash using the paint that I used on the cabinet. And I used a very hard dry brush so I can get that dry white wash look, and I would just wipe it in between. I actually did a lamp like this in a restoration hardware look for less challenge, and if you'd like to see that, I'll put that in the description box below. It's one that I did in my house, and it was a vase that I had for years. But that's all I'm doing here is just the dry brush, dipping it in the paint and then wiping off excess so some of the brown can peek through just a little bit. And this is a vase that she bought from the thrift store several years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, and she likes the way I did the lamp. She wanted me to do the same thing to this, and this has a stand also that it sits in. So I just gave the same technique to both of the vases, or the lamp that is now considered a faux vase and this vase, and I like the way it turned out. And here they are side by side on the floor. Now eventually the big lamp sits on her table, and the lamp that's in there is sitting on the ledge on the landing, which you will see at the final reveal. And I love the way they turned out. Now this buffet was in my sister's living room. Actually, it's sitting in the living room here. Me and my brother brought this down to the basement, and a love seat from her living room down. This is, the top part is covered with contact paper, as well as the drawer. Ran out, used the entire roll, thinking that I ordered enough to cover the whole thing. And when I went to order it, they said it got lost in the shipping. And when I went to order some more, it was the wrong kind, which I used on the panel. Here it is all done up, it all worked out. My sister ordered some black contact paper, so I put that on the front drawers, and then white contact paper that was originally supposed to be for the panel wall. Wasn't enough. I had enough to use on the doors and the legs at the bottom. The gray on each side of the white, that's actually paint. Now here is another accent wall. This is the landing wall. Again, behind these canvases, this entire wall is covered with a wallpaper map. And here it is with the same contact paper that I used in the living room area. She has a rustic style that she loves, so she loved the rustic look of the wood here. So the wood contact paper, so I put it there. I also put it around this door wall because this is also matte. Not around this door mat, but I painted this white to cover up the map. And then the pictures we also got from the thrift store the same day that I bought the lamp. And then the lights, we bought those like 4 years ago. I said 2, but I think it was like 4 years ago. And they are perfect when all the lights are off. That is enough light to come out to see if I have to go to the restroom, because I stay in this room, the bedroom, when I come here. And then here's another furniture makeover. These nightstands came from the thrift store about 2 or 3 years ago. She was going to get rid of them. I told her no, let me see what I can do to work with them. I removed the doors. The knobs that are on these I used on the buffet. Kept the doors off. She loved it. I painted them black after I sanded them down with the liquid sander. I painted them black on the inside and the outside, and she absolutely loved it. And they came out very nice. And I'm glad she did not give them back to the thrift store. And so what I did is I would turn them upside down first so I can paint the feet, because it's easier to do it that way. I gave both the nightstands like 3 full coats, and then I let them dry for a full day and turn them upside down, painted the top, and then the top only I gave 3 coats of polyurethane just on the top, because different things will be placed on the top of it. And again, I ended up painting the inside as well. And here is one already done, and the other one I did on another day. And actually you will be able to see it right there. And the door that goes to that, we didn't do anything to the doors, she just put them aside. I don't know if she's going to keep them or not, but I like the way this turned out. Now coming up, I will be spray painting a wicker chair that she has had for a long time. And I think this really might be the 4th time that this chair has been spray painted. She is so short till this is perfect for her because her feet touch the floor. And the cushion is actually nice and firm that sits in this chair, but it's a cute little wicker chair. So I spray painted it black. It used to be, I believe, the light wicker color, then burgundy, then brown, and now black. And this art, she found something similar to it on Pinterest, and she asked me to create it. The canvases that I'm painting on are actually the canvases that was hanging in the landing. So we got those, and I covered them with white paint first and let them sit for about a day or 2. And then I put them together just like the art that was on the Pinterest, and I just painted them as though they were just one solid piece. And I really surprised myself, and it came out really, really nice, and she absolutely loved it. And again, I just used a regular household paint. And then after I did that, I actually covered that with, not the Mod Podge, but I covered it with the polyurethane to give it a light coat and for the paint just to set in. And then coming up, you'll see the comparison of what she found online. This is the one that she found on Pinterest. And here I just blew it up so that you can see a closer look of it. And I actually stared at it a while to kind of get an idea of how to do my own version. And here's my version completed. I'm laying out on the floor drying. And then here is a side-by-side or up and down. The inspiration on top, and mine is on the bottom. Now I'm showing this because I painted the border and the middle tile, the gray, the same color that I did what I call the giraffe wall, because that was just like the giraffe tile. Now make sure you watch the next video of how she responds to just the pre-reveal. And I want to thank you all for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. And remember, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So until next time, make it a blessed and productive day, everyone. Bye-bye.